Well, welcome back into 5 Sports, everybody. I'm Cam Murray. Well, we will definitely be breaking down West Virginia's loss to Oklahoma State from Tuesday night. But first, some baseball highlights finally back in the Mountain State as West Virginia returned to Monongalia County, taking on Ohio in the 2026 home opener. Going to Granville now, I want to shout out the grounds crew of West Virginia baseball because there was snow all over the field today and they cleaned it up just in time for the 1:30 pitch. And David Hagan on the mound for the Mountaineers. In the first inning, runner on second for Ohio, sharply hit ball to left field, but Matthew Gravelin with an absolute cannon here, getting the runner out at home, keeping it a 0-0 score at the point in the game. Bottom of the first, 2 on base for West Virginia. Paul Schoenfeld, chopper to first, he gets out, but 1 runner comes in to score. 1-0 lead West Virginia. Bottom second now, 2 on 2 out for Sean Smith, and he comes up with a big RBI double, pushing Mountaineers in front with a 3-0 lead in the second. And now we go to the bottom of the second still, where here's where the game really opened up for West Virginia. Paul Schoenfeld blasts one all the way to the wall in right center field, scoring 2 Mountaineers for an RBI triple to give West Virginia a 5-0 lead, and it would continue going on from there for West Virginia's bats. 19-6, West Virginia wins over the Ohio Bobcats. Now going to Clay Battelle High School for another local signing day, as on Wednesday, Ginger Gross signed to continue her volleyball career at Davison Elkins College. As a senior libero with the Seabees, Gross was an offensive leader with 212 points, 144 kills, 71 aces, and also added 431 digs on defense. She also helped their team finish with a 22-19 record in 2025, falling just short of qualifying for states after losing in regionals. Here's why Ginger chose Davison Elkins to continue her volleyball career.
Well, it's actually really funny because Davison Elkins was the first school that I ever really wanted to go to. I was a sophomore in high school and I had just made the actual commitment to play in college at all. I didn't know that I had wanted to do it or not. And the first school that I emailed, the first coach that I contacted was Davison Elkins. I looked up the campus and I had my parents had been talking to me about college and I had looked other places and stuff, but Davison Elkins was a nice distance away. It had a Division II volleyball program that I wanted to be a part of from the second I heard about it. And the pieces just fell the way that I wanted, that I would have wanted it to fall. And I feel like it was God's plan. I went down and I met with the coach and I met with the team, and that's what really sold me the most, was the team just had this relationship with each other, and the coach had this relationship with all of her players, and they would come in the locker room and they would hug each other and laugh and make all sorts of jokes, and I was like, this is a family. This is what I want to be part of.
And we move on now to some West Virginia men's basketball, as Mountaineers dropped their 3rd straight game on Tuesday night, losing 91-84 in overtime to Oklahoma State in Stillwater. So where does West Virginia go from here? They could not afford to take another loss, never mind take a 3rd straight loss after falling to Utah and TCU prior to Oklahoma State. And at this point, West Virginia's hopes at getting an outside bid for March have now been crushed. There's no hope about, if they beat BYU, if they continue to win and beat UCF or K-State, it still would not be enough based on where West Virginia is right now and based on the losses they have. They have a couple of strong wins, of course, this season, but the losses continue to pile up, and those losses don't exactly bode well for West Virginia's resume. And that is a tough reality of college basketball. The end of the season is now clearly defined if West Virginia does not win the Big 12 Conference Tournament. And Coach Ross Hodge spoke about what went wrong for the Mountaineers in their 3rd straight loss.
I felt like in the first half we just didn't have the level of defensive intensity, necessary. They're a really good offensive team. I felt like we kind of let them get comfortable and get a rhythm going, and just didn't defend at the level necessary for our standard to win. Some of that was Jasper getting a second foul. That hurt us. And then in the second half, I thought we were able to turn the tide defensively. made some big plays. They made some big plays, got it into overtime, and then ultimately they were able to execute better down the stretch than we were and made the plays to win the game.
All from me here on 5 Sports, I'm Cam Murray.